Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to The Dark Side of Hansel and Gretel, an adventure horror game about the aforementioned fairy tale, with a bit of a darker than usual twist on things. So as we go in through this is kind of, I think, a spiritual sequel to another game I played many years ago, called The Dark Side of Red Riding Hood. The title screen says Hansel and Gretel DS, but the DS I think starts for Dark Side, so I just call it the same thing. Once upon a time, a poor woodcutter's family lived in a cabin on the edge of the forest. The woodcutter and his wife had 2 children, the wise older brother Hansel, and a lovely younger sister Gretel. They were so poor they could not afford to eat every day. Then one evening, as soon as the 2 children were asleep, the wife said to the woodcutter, "At this rate all 4 of us will surely starve to death. We better abandon the children deep in the forest." In order to reduce the number of mouths to feed, she suggested to abandon Hansel and Gretel in the forest. The woodcutter reluctantly agreed that when the morning arrived, he would put the terrible plan into action. Hansel, who happened to overhear their conversation, stroked Gretel's forehead as she slept peacefully and nodded in determination. "I've got to protect Gretel." He slipped through the window and spent the night collecting white pebbles from the roadside. Eventually morning came and the children were given small loaves of bread to eat. The children, along with the woodcutter and his wife, headed into the forest. They arrived at the place deep, deep inside the forest. Hansel and Gretel had been collecting twigs. "Now go and wait by the fire so that you won't get cold. Papa and Mama are going out to chop some wood nearby, okay?" The woodcutter's wife told them to rest by the fire. Hansel and Gretel were tired and fell asleep by the warm fire. When they woke up, it was already completely dark. The woodcutter and his wife were nowhere to be seen. The children were left alone in the woods, just as the woodcutter's wife had planned. "Where did Mama and Papa go? Are we left behind?" "Onitad, what should we do? Gretel's scared." "It's all right. Don't worry," said Hansel, patting Gretel on the head. Yes, as he walked through the forest, Hansel had put down the white pebbles he had collected last night. "Really? You're amazing, Onitad." "Well, Onitad, there's nothing to be afraid of." He decided to follow the pebbles to get out of the forest. "Onitad, let's go back home quickly." Gretel's stomach is rumbling already. Click on the map to explore and escape from the forest with Gretel. You can talk to Gretel by clicking on her. Okay. So this is probably going to be a multi-ending game, based on this creator's other works. And their latest games, visual novels, I think this one's an actual, kind of more of a true adventure game. They have been fairly graphic, so do not be surprised if you see some kind of censorship come up. I don't know if I will have to do it, but I'm just giving you a fair warning ahead of time. Many tall trees are lined up in a row. They're just the right size for Papa to chop up and bring home. Wow, what a big tree. One day we'll become big like Papa and be able to cut down such a huge tree. No, we won't. We're gonna have a bad ending. I know it. It's the rock I was sitting on a while ago. It was bumpy and comfortable to sit on. Onitad, you let Gretel sit on the less bumpy one again, didn't you? Thanks, Onitad. I love you. Gray smoke was rising from the smoldering embers of the campfire. Weird. The flame was crackling bright just a while ago. Some strange smoke is coming out too. Wouldn't it be bad to breathe it in? Yes, that's how smoke works. Onitad, what's wrong? You're staring at Gretel so much. Maybe, Onitad, are you scared? Don't worry, Gretel will always be with you, okay? If anything happens, Gretel will protect Onitad, okay? Alright, proceed onwards, yes. Let's see here. In the dark of forest, many trees are lined up in a row. It's all very creepy. I wonder what would happen if I was all alone. Onitad, you're all spaced out. What's wrong? Is there someone in the middle of this forest? Don't leave, Gretel, all alone, okay? If Onitad abandons Gretel, she'll cry. I mean, we'll see. The pebbles I dropped before have fallen on the trail. What a relief. Like this, we'll be able to go home. Onitad's marks are still here. Gretel wants to become as smart as Onitan in the future. And you know, when Gretel becomes super duper smart, Gretel's going to marry Onitan. No, you won't. I'm gonna go to the city. I'm gonna find someone I'm not related to. Did Papa go home without Gretel and Onitan? As Gretel has really been abandoned. Is it okay to go home like this? Papa, will he smile when he sees us? Hey Onitan, what do you think? I think we're doomed. Proceed onwards? Yes. Bun. Pion. Oh look, Onitan, there's a bunny. How cute. Gretel wants to touch it. It's so fluffy and yummy. True. Good eating. Usa provides save points for the whole nation. Usa is a bunny that can speak Japanese. Usa amazing. You can save anytime by clicking the rabbit button in the bottom right corner. Wow, yummy. Hey, Onitan, can we eat this save bunny? Gretel's tummy's hungry. Yes. Usa? Usa doesn't taste good at all, Usa. Don't forget I can help you save Usa. More the bird. Can we eat the bird? Cheap. You see these pebbles? Follow those and quickly go back home. Cheap. For the love of God, don't take the wrong road. Cheap. But a waste at the end of the wrong road. Cheap is death. Onitan, does this bird look tasty? Let's quickly catch it and have grilled meat. You're right. Cheap. Help me. I'm sorry. The pebbles have been dropped as markers. They should lead back home. If we follow them, we can get back home safely. Onitan, let's go home quickly. Gretel's feeling cold. Onitan, are you feeling cold too? Let's stick together to stay warm. Bun. This is another path. We won't make it back home unless we follow the pebbles. Onitan, that's not the way home. Or, do you want to live together with Gretel in the middle of the forest? Living together with Onitan. Gretel doesn't mind at all. Alright, let's just follow the pebbles for the moment. The flowers smell really sweet. Gretel loves the smell of flowers. Onitan, of course you like it too, right? Next time, Gretel will make a flower crown for Onitan as a present. Then we'll play make-believe together. Onitan can be the prince. Gretel will be the princess. No, I want to be like the rich person. You may think the prince is rich, but no, we can go richer. Oh, I see the princes have arrived to my fabulous mansion, plebs. Hold up, let me check my stock options. You see, they're worth more than your measly castle. White flowers are blooming in the meadow. Look, Onitan, flowers are blooming. It's beautiful. Can we take some back home? Mama loves flowers, so she'll be happy for sure. Or she'll just murder us. Yes, here's one for you too, Onitan. Forest is dimly lit. You don't pay attention, the shadows of the trees look like ghosts. It's getting windy. Can we hold hands, Onitan? Squeeze like this. We'll never be separated for sure. Proceed onwards. So when's the thing gonna drop? Because we've already back home, right? And this is a longish game, I think. So, Onitan, look over there. We've made it home. Let's go home. Thank goodness, now we can see Papa and Mama again. I'm so happy. The sign says Woodcutter's house. It's a house where the four of us, me, Gretel, and Papa and Mama live together. Papa and Mama are already asleep, it seems. Let's play a prank on them, Onitan. It's payback for leaving us in the woods. Is your prank gonna involve like an axe or something? There's a stream running near the house. The water is too muddy to be used as drinking water. The Gretel reflected in the water looks a bit mean. Onitan, what do you look like reflected in the water? Is that foreshadowing something? The wood that Papa collected is all stacked in one place. Gretel wanted to help Papa with his work. Gretel's sad there's not much she can do to help. If she could help Papa and Mama just a little bit, we wouldn't be kicked out of the house for sure. What's this over here? It's a well that hasn't been used in years. It's all dried up and crusty. Onitan, why is Gretel's family so poor? Mama said that if we had a lot of money, we'd be really happy. Wouldn't it be nice if we could make lots of money? Proceed onwards, yes. Thanks to the pebbles guiding their way, the two of them were able to make it back home safely. However, the nightmare was not yet over. Here we go. Even though they came back, the situation of this family hadn't changed. At the limit of hunger, the woodcutter and his wife decided to take the children to the woods again. When Hansel learned the two of them were plotting again, he tried again to slip out for the window and collect pebbles. But to his surprise, it was locked, so he couldn't collect them. Not this time, children! As he headed deep into the forest, instead of pebbles, he tore out small pieces of bread and dropped down the road. Now the birds are going to eat them. They arrived back in the deep, deep forest, a different, more dangerous area than before. Hansel and Gretel had been collecting twigs. Now go and wait by the fire so you won't get cold. And this time make sure to die. Papa and Mom are going out to chop some wood nearby, okay? The woodcutter's wife told them to rest by the fire. Hansel and Gretel were tired and fell asleep by the warm fire. When they woke up, it was already completely dark. The woodcutter and his wife were nowhere to be seen. The children were left alone in the woods, just as the woodcutter's wife had planned. Papa and Mama are gone. Have they left us behind again? Yeah, I think this is gonna be a trend, Gretel. Onitan, what should we do? Gretel's scared. It's alright. Don't worry, said Hansel, patting Gretel on the head. Yes, as he walked through the forest, Hansel had put down the breadcrumbs to act as markers, but the birds and the rats! Wow, Onitan, you're so amazing. Onitan is Gretel's hero, so you use like cloth from your outfit instead. Following the markers, the two of them decided to leave the forest. Come on, Onitan, let's go back home quickly. It'll be alright, we just need to follow the markers like before, right? Ben. Onitan, are you alright? Don't worry, I mean, we just need to follow Onitan's markers this time too. You know, if Onitan's here, Gretel won't be scared no matter where she goes. As long as she's with Onitan, Gretel doesn't mind if we don't go back to the house. Grey smoke rose from the smoldering embers of the campfire. The campfire was warm, wasn't it? Looking at the fire doesn't warm just Gretel's body, but makes her feel warm inside. Why is that? It's the rock I was sitting on a while ago. It was bumpy and uncomfortable to sit on. Same dialogue here. Wait, no. It'd only be half pain that's bare, and then Gretel and Onitan will be the same. Onitan, I love you. I couldn't really tell if it was new or not. It wasn't any important, though, it looked like. The breadcrumbs that dropped are lying on the trail. Good. Like this we can return home today as well. Well, Onitan's markers are still here. Gretel's starting to get a little hungry. Can we pick up the bread and eat it? Onitan, are you hungry? Onitan, your tummy was rumbling just now. Let's eat the saved rabbit. Onitan, you used your lunch to mark the way, didn't you? So you haven't eaten anything, right? You can even eat Gretel up if you want. If it's Onitan, it's okay. Proceed onwards, yes. Let's not joke about that ending because... Usa. Huh? Onitan, this is bad. There's no bread. The bird! Why? Did someone eat it? Oh no. The breadcrumbs that Hansel dropped had become food for small birds. Hansel and Gretel were now truly lost, and were puzzling over which was the correct route. From here on, you must play Hansel's role and lead the way. Ah, it's the bun. Usa provides save points for the nation. Care to save, Usa? Onitan, since we're here, why don't we save here? Even if Onitan dies later on, we can always start out. You can't break the fourth wall! Bird. Eat the bird. Cheap whew, I'm stuffed. Hey, Onitan, this person must have eaten all the bread. Cheap. It's O2 from last time. Gretel knew it. Should have gone with grilled chicken last time. But maybe it's not too late for that. Hey, when did you get shark teeth? Hold on. Let's go to the left. You should want to go this way. Once you choose, you can't go back. Yes. I guess each route's gonna be a different ending. Hey, Onitan. What does death feel like? Does that mean Gretel's not going to be here anymore? It's strange, isn't it? You know, if Gretel is together with Onitan, Gretel isn't scared of death. White flowers are blooming in the meadow. It's small, pretty flower. What's its name again? Huh, what a cute flower. Don't worry, I won't pick you up, Mr. Flower. I'm just looking. Because all the flowers that Gretel picks, they all wither up. That's too sad. Proceed. We still haven't arrived home yet. Are we really going the right way? Gretel's getting a little bit worried. There are tall weeds growing here. I found a ladybug perched on one of their leaves. Ah, it's Miss Ladybug. The dots are so cute. Gretel wants to eat them. Don't you think so too, Onitan? You want to eat everything you encounter, don't you? Dead end. The cliff blocks away, but there's a small entrance in the middle. Onitan, where does this cave head to? Go in? It's kind of scary, isn't it? Onitan, let's hold hands, okay? Proceed onwards, yes. Gretel's not here. Did we get separated? I'm sure we went to the cave together. Where did she go? Don't tell me she's playing a prank on me. You're trying to scare me, but it's no use. What a laughable joke. The inside of the cave is damp and gloomy. So where has Gretel gone? I've looked everywhere for her, but I can't find her. Proceed. Oh, pond. Hello. Who are you? Your girl, apparently. The next thing Hansel knew, a girl in a black robe was standing in front of him, looking to come out of Final Fantasy. Why are you here? Isn't there a saying in the village that you shouldn't enter this forest? Hansel explained the situation to the girl. The girl nodded her head and looked at Hansel with eyes that seemed to see through everything. So you're not from the village. Then how did you sneak in here? So you've been abandoned. Poor thing. Hey, do you want to get out of this forest? The future you want may not be there. Do you still want to get out? Ben. We did a save. Let's do yes first. I see. Then you can go and see how it ends. The desire you wish for. There's a small trail in the woods up ahead that should lead you straight to the exit. Now go. The girl said that and disappeared into the forest. Hansel went straight down the path just as the girl said. It felt like an eternity for him. He had lost Gretel. Then he suddenly sees something and starts running. What in the world? At the end of the road he saw a familiar house. Huh. I want to come back here to give her Gretel. If it were true, she would be right here next to me. Why did it come to this? Same dialogue. The sign says Woodcutter's house. There's no doubt in my mind I'm back. Same dialogue here. Okay, let's just go in. Open the door? Yes. As Hansel was about to open the door, he heard the sound of laughter from inside the house. Did Gretel ditch me? Congratulations. It was a big success. There's no Hansel in the way anymore. Now we have just the right amount of mouths to feed. Well done, Gretel, well done. Poor Gretel. How hard it must have been for you to abandon your brother. Really, what an awful thing to go through. No, it's okay. As long as Mom and Papa are happy, Gretel can do anything. Are you looking at me? She's looking at me like I'm walking garbage. No! Truan, you're still alive. This dude, no. I guess so. I think that's good too. But what should I do? I think I know what you going to do, what you're going to do. Think about it. What is it that your loved one really wants? The girl said that and disappeared into the forest. Hansel continued to wander through the forest alone. How many days had he been walking? Hansel was so exhausted he could barely remember who he was. A few days after he met the girl, at last his long journey had come to an end. Gretel, Why'd you suddenly disappear? Did you come to hate me? That's cruel. Don't leave me, Gretel. Yeah, I'm sure she's hiding somewhere, trying to prank me. Right? If I'm right, then say it. It's not possible for Gretel to disappear. We've been together since birth. We've always been good friends. Above all, she's my beloved little sister. Open the door, yes. Punished Hansel. A boy denied his family. Now I've avenged Gretel. Serves you right. I watched as the blood trickled down from Papa's axe, and then lifted up again. I'm coming to you, Gretel, because I don't want to be in a place like this. A world without Gretel is boring. Now, she could be in the cabin too. True end revenge. This could also... So everything's a true end. This could be a, It could be also like a lot of these, there are other games where they're, each ending is in a sense like its own dimension in a weird way. Okay, let's go to the route next to it. We should want to go this way. Once you choose, you can't go back. Who was the girl? Why all the paths look the same to Gretel? Can we really get out of here? But if we stay here, Gretel can stay with Oni Town forever. But Gretel doesn't want to die here. Proceed onwards, yes. Flowers again. Ah, it's a flower field, Oni Town. Gretel wants to bring back some flowers to Mama. And then Gretel will get scolded again. That's why they don't want us anymore. White flowers are blooming. I believe the name of this flower is jasmine. Mama told me that a long time ago. Why the flowers are so pretty and cute, but Gretel just can't seem to pick flowers and play with them like usual. Picking flowers is the same as killing them, isn't it? Not actually. That's not quite how it works. Gretel's trying to understand how flowers feel. Proceed onwards, yes. I can't find Gretel. She was just here a while ago. Where in the world did she go? I looked all around, but I couldn't see her figure. I wonder if she's taking care of business somewhere else. There are no footprints on the trail or in the grass that could be Gretel's. Don't tell me I'm the one who left her behind. I decided to go back the way I came. I turned around and stopped in my tracks. I don't know the way I came. I think I've completely lost my way. Did we get ditched again? Proceed. Isn't it the flowers? There's a flower field. Not only the jasmines I saw earlier, but other colorful flowers were blooming. Hydrangea, daffodil, ivy, anemone. Those are the only ones I knew. I'm sure Gretel would have loved to see them. Proceed. I walked and walked, but I couldn't find Gretel. I feel like I've been going around in circles for a while now. As if lured in by something, I went deeper and deeper into the forest. There could be something out there. There could be a better future than right now. Although in any case, such a convenient thing doesn't exist. There's no future for me without Gretel. I was walking aimlessly when I stumbled over something and fell down. A familiar blue ribbon was tangled around my feet. This belongs to Gretel. I looked everywhere for it, but she was not there. Maybe she's already... A deep despair fills my head. I'm so hungry and weak. I can't even walk anymore. I stopped and sat down at the base of a large tree, waiting for it to end. I decided on that day that I would protect Gretel. But in the end, I'm sitting here pathetically unable to protect anyone. I wonder how many days had passed. This life of mine, born unwanted, is now about to end. Soon death is beckoning for me. I held Gretel's ribbon tight. I loved you. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you at the very end, Gretel. I gently closed my eyes and fell asleep. True end. Lost in the forest. Maybe it's affected. Maybe it's like a kind of thing where it's like It's a true end? Because no matter what, they're supposed to have a bad end. So as long as the bad end occurs, it's a true end. Alright, this was the right path, right? On the right? Hey Oni-tan, you know Gretel had been thinking a bit. For sure going home is a bad idea. You know, Papa and Mama threw us out because we're brother to them. We're a bother to them, right? I almost said brother. So I keep having to say it. Gretel's an unwanted child, isn't she? No, you're fine. Proceed onwards, yes. I mean, there's only one way to go. Cave. Ah, look, Oni-tan. There's a cave over there. I wonder if someone lives inside. Come on, Oni-tan, let's go in. Tall weeds are growing here. It's as if they're trying to block our way. Hey, Oni-tan, my shoes are all torn up from walking too much. Let's take a break soon. Is there a good spot around here? Proceed onwards? Yes. We meet the big bad wolf. This cave is just right. Let's get some rest here. Gretel's feeling a bit tired. Let's rest a bit. You wouldn't leave Gretel all alone, Oni-tan. The cave is damp. The pitter-patter of dripping water echoes from somewhere. It's a little shabby, but it'll keep the wind and rain away. Oh right, Gretel has the thought of something good. Let's not go home anymore. Gretel and Oni-tan, two of us can live here together. Isn't that a good idea? Gotta keep going. Gotta proceed. Yeah, a house. Oh, look, Oni-tan, there's a house over there. Gretel wants to rest in that house right now. If it's empty, Gretel will turn into her house. When did you get shark teeth? The footprints look like they lead into the house. Gretel wasn't imagining things when she saw those figures earlier. Isn't Gretel amazing? It's almost dawn. I bet the sky's getting a little brighter. How long have I been walking this forest? My feet are exhausted. Whew. Gretel's getting really sleepy. Proceed onwards? Yes. There was a small hole in the wall of the mysterious house. Gretel was peering through the hole with great interest. Oni-tan, look! There are lots of people. And everyone seems happy. Hearing this, Hansel did the same and peeked into the hole. There were many naked men and women inside the... Everyone seems to be having fun dancing an unknown dance. As Hansel gazed at the scene, color drained from his face immediately. He felt that what was happening in his house was abnormal. I see something I shouldn't have. Hansel felt uncomfortable, so he pulled Gretel's hand away from the place. However, Gretel was entranced with the scene inside the house and refused to move. Oni-tan, this house seems so delightful. Hey, let's go in, okay? You and your shark teeth. Even though he said no, Gretel wouldn't listen. And then, just when Hansel was about to be fed up, to his surprise, the door opened and a man came out. Well, 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 my little visitors. You shouldn't be here. What are you doing out here in this place? Gretel's been looking at this house, but it looks fun. Is it okay if we go in and play? No! What a lovely young lady. You're welcome, come on in. I'm sure they'll all be glad to have some company. Gretel walked happily into the house, the man taking her by the hand. And you, what will you do? The man asked Hansel. As soon as the man stared at him with eyes like a snake, Hansel got scared and began running. Hansel ran for the floors until he was exhausted. Hansel continued running, fell down, got covered in mud, and screamed, but no voice came out. Right now, Gretel must be out of Hansel's reach, out of anyone's reach. She was... No, sneak-up men might be doing terrible things to her. His head was filled with all kinds of ominous premonitions. Eventually completely exhausted, he slipped away into the bushes and burst into tears. How could he have let this happen? He blamed himself. As he tried to catch his breath, suddenly he heard the voice of his beloved person. Tan. Oni-tan? Hansel slowly opened his eyes and... To his astonishment, Gretel was standing right in front of him. Oni-tan, you know. Gretel has something she really needs to tell you, Oni-tan. Why did you abandon Gretel? Did you say you'll be together forever? Liar. 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 True end. Alright, try this one. You should want to go this way. Oh, Nitan, you know, Gretel was just thinking about something. How about we just run away together? Shark teeth? It might be surprisingly fun that way. The trees are rustling and swaying eerily. I think I felt the presence of a person in the forest. Wasn't there someone over there just now? That's weird. Is it just Gretel's imagination? Proceed onwards, yes. Gretel's already at her limit of hunger. Onitan, your tummy's also been growling for a while now. Would you like to eat Gretel's hand? Why do you do that? It would not be very delicious, though. When I took my eyes off her for a moment, Gretel was happily picking flowers. Gretel wants to live in this forest forever. Because that way we can live together forever without Papa and Mama getting in our way. Here, I made a flower crown. I'll give it to you, Onitan. The wind is picking up. It's nighttime and it's a little chilly. Onitan, why are you in such a hurry? There's no way we could be happy even if we go back to that house. It doesn't matter what happens to Papa and Mama anymore. Proceed onwards, yes. Hey, an axe. Onitan. Gretel just wanted to call out to you. Love you, Onitan. Ah, okay. Good for you. There's a stump just big enough for one person to sit on. Chopped wood was gathered together in a corner. Mew, somehow Gretel feels a bit tired. Gretel will just sit on that stump over there and rest. Onitan, why don't we take a break together? A hatch is stuck in this fixed stump. Looks like Papa's, but it's different. So there's other woodcutters than Papa. Gretel didn't know that. Hey, this axe. Why don't we take it? It might come in handy. Proceed onwards, yes. Onitan, you're shaking. Don't worry, anything that threatens Onitan, Gretel's going to kill them all. I'm sure you will. Because Gretel will protect Onitan. At the end of the forest, there was an open clearing. The sun is shining on the surface of the lake, making it sparkle. Wow, it's like a fantasy, Onitan. It's like Onitan and Gretel have wandered into another world. Let's just run away like this, just the two of us. As far away as we can. The lake is filled with crystal clear water. This water might be okay for us to drink. Ah, Onitan, Gretel has been to this lake before. Gretel went to this lake with Mama to fetch water. At the end of the forest, there was an open clearing. The sun is shining on the surface of the lake, making it sparkle. Well, it's like a fantasy, Onitan. And in the world, I want to go for the opening. Proceed onwards, yes. There we go. Wow, amazing. What a cute house over there. And it smells so good. Who lives in here, Onitan? Let's take a peek. It's a good thing there's a house here, thank goodness. Gretel doesn't want to get caught in the rain anymore. It's so good to sleep somewhere with a roof over your head. Is this a dream? Gigantic candies were growing out of the ground. Maybe it's a dream caused by our hunger. Onitan, I got some big candies. We can eat it, right? Thanks for the food. It's sweet and yummy. Gretel's so happy. Try eating the candy house? Yes. Free candy house. Why are you children eating my house? You are the candy house contractors out here? Who is it that's eating my house without my permission? Are you the same, like, as the first girl we met in the woods? What? You scared us, Granny. Who are you? You have shark teeth, too. Is it like running the family? I live in this house all by myself. You came at just the right time to kill my board and kill you, so come on in. I have sweets, juice, fruit, everything. You children must be hungry, no? Really? Thanks, Granny. Thank goodness, Oni-tan. She's going to treat us. When they entered the house, the old woman offered them drinks and sweets. Come on, eat up. Those seconds as well. When they were full, they fell asleep in the soft bed Granny had prepared for them. The old woman smiles at Hansel and Gretel's sleeping faces. Which one shall I eat first? It's been a long time since I've had a treat. The Granny was a cannibal witch. While he was asleep, she locked Hansel up in a big bird cage. Granny knocked on Gretel and yelled at her. How long are you going to sleep? Hurry up and prepare a pot to boil your brother in. Oh my goodness. Sadly, Gretel had to help with the process of cooking Hansel. Gretel was so sad that she could hardly move. Gretel, why are you dilly-dallying about? How long are you going to keep your mouth shut? Give me a break. Did you bring that hatchet with you, Gretel? Don't worry about the pots. Just go into the stove and watch over it. Granny, you know, Gretel doesn't know how to light the stove. What a silly little girl you are. Look, this is how you do it. Watch me. This is just the actual tale. The old woman then sticks her head into the stove. At that moment, Gretel took the opportunity and pushed the old woman in as hard as she could. You're gonna burn, all right. The old woman fell into the fire, screamed and burned to death. Foolish Granny. Gretel won't let you eat Oni-tan. Only I'm gonna eat Oni-tan. After burning the witch to death, Gretel ran to Hansel, who was locked in a big bird cage. Relax, Oni-tan. That annoying old lady is gone now. Once Hansel was able to get out of the bird cage, he hugged Gretel tightly. Oni-tan, I'm so happy. Gretel did her best for Oni-tan, you know. There were many treasures inside the strange house made of candy. Hansel stuffed as much of it into his pocket as he could. And as he opened the door to bring it back to Papa and Mama... Oni-tan, where are you going? Uh-oh. No. This treasure's for Oni-tan and Gretel live here forever. Gretel won't let you take it back to Papa and Mama. Because we don't have to go back to that house anymore, remember? Why won't you listen to Gretel? Why are you looking away? Do you not like Gretel? You ditched me in one ending! That's not true, see? Oni-tan loves Gretel too. Loves her very much, right? Gretel believes in you, Oni-tan. Don't betray Gretel, alright? There is no one to get in our way now. Wait! Oh! Ha! Oh! Ha! Ha! After defeating the terrible witch, Hansel and Gretel lived happily ever after in the House of Sweets. No! Bad end. That's a... Okay, everybody else was a true end. This is a bad end. A happy tale. It's on another screen. Oh, no. So, no, that... Okay, so here's how it works. The bad end's the true end. Because we're getting a credit. See, everyone's don't give you credits. They're true ends. It's just... I don't know. It's just some trick they're doing. Is it a bad end because you know what happened to us? Or is it just a bad end because you're not supposed to live? So that the story went off the correct path. There's game advertisements. So that's it for the dark side of Hansel and Gretel. It's actually fairly similar to the original story, except for the kicker, like the kicker of the story. So we have the original tale, which is the true ending, aka the bad ending, where they go to the witch and everything, and that basically goes exactly like how the original story goes. Just with the only ever being changed is they stay in the house and things go down. Let's say that Gretel's a little bit possessive, to say the least. And then due to the alternate kind of university nature of Charon's works, the first set of endings on the left side are more about abandonment. Gretel abandons you and stuff like that. That's the fear of conspiracy. The other one is just a generic kind of like, you lost Gretel and you're lost in the woods, you die kind of thing. And then the last one, they find what I assume is like a brothel. And then Hansel gets a jump scared. Probably like a guilt heart attack jump scared in the end. So it's surprisingly not as dark as the dark side of Red Riding Hood. But Hansel Gretel already had some witch murdering. Dark side of Red Riding Hood. The Red Riding Hood story, I think, probably has more potential to twist the story in more dark, practical ways, I guess you would say. There may be some story connections. I actually spent money and bought the little digital art book for this, for the hell of it. And I can't read the text, but I think, based on like some of the diagrams shown, I think they were making some connections. It's been a while since I played the game, so I don't fully remember the characters. It may have to do with the witch. There might be some connection to the witch there or something. Overall, it is very much a Charon work. Like I said, not as dark as Dark Side of Red Riding Hood, and not as dark as some of their other games. I was kind of like, I know they've been going real dark in some of their later games, so I'm kind of like on the edge of my seat, like, oh god, what's going to happen? But nothing, compared to what they've done, there's nothing extremely twisted. If I had to pick my favorite ending, it would actually be the abandonment one, where you go in there and she like smiles at you like you're walking garbage. Because I think that's the most practical twist. It's a little bit less over the top, but at the same time it's like, it cuts deeper. Especially since you got shark teeth. But yeah. Anyway. So, thank you all for watching play the dark side of Hansel and Gretel. I'll see you guys later, and take it easy.